Tesori. I got my pro card in figure in 2009. I was on the Muscle and Fitness Purse cover in 2010. I was also a finalist in the Body Space Spokesmodel Search. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about my beliefs in training, nutrition, and supplementation. I'm also going to talk to you about how to stay on the healthy fit lifestyle regime while working a 9-to-5 job. It can be busy, it can be challenging, but it can be done. Working a 9-to-5 desk job day in, day out can make training and staying on a healthy fit lifestyle really challenging. But if you get into a routine and you plan ahead of time, it can be done. Obviously, there are certain things that have to be done. You have to go to work, you can't miss work. You have to pick up your kids from school, or you have to hit your karate practice, or whatever you have at the grocery store. So get the things that you have to get done, but then fit in what you want to do somewhere in between there. And if you can only hit the gym for 15 minutes during the day because your day is so packed, take those 15 minutes, you can get a great workout in, plus you feel accomplished and you've kept on your routine, and that helps you keep on that healthy fit lifestyle by keeping a nice solid routine every single day. I would use magazines and I'd use the online resources at bodybuilding.com to kind of figure out what to do as far as diet and nutrition and even training in the gym. But then as I wanted to get into competing more, I knew that I had to dial it in a little bit stricter, and with working full time I just didn't really have time to think about that and to understand, because I work in logistics. I don't know all the science behind training and nutrition. So I hired a trainer, and a lot of people say, oh, I don't have that kind of money, but you've got to decide where your priorities are and what your hobbies are. For me, my hobby is speaking out to people, being a lifestyle coach, and I wanted to do really well at the competition, so technically you're only spending a little money up front for a lifetime of lessons that can be used till you die. We don't have enough time in the morning to be preparing meals, to even put a sandwich together. So if you think that you're going to do that every morning, you're setting yourself up for failure. You really just have to have it ready to go in the fridge. Saturdays and Sundays, I use those mornings to prep and cook my food for the entire week. I'll bake a whole cookie sheet of fish, boil a large pot of chicken, and pre-bag it, pre-measure it, and have it all ready. So in the mornings, I just take my cooler, and I can take my already pre-cut washed veggies, my protein, my meat, take a few protein shakes, and hit the road, and that way I have what I need for the entire day until I get home. After you get off a long day at work and your head's just totally mentally drained, sometimes you don't want to go to the gym, like you just want to go home. But I know that as soon as you do like 10 minutes in the gym, you're going to feel alive and energized for the rest of the workout. To lose the weight and to get the physique that you want takes such a long time that you just want to stay on that healthy lifestyle. And the way that you feel inside, you know those infomercials that are always like, oh, if you do this, you're going to feel so wonderful? That feeling is really true. And so when you get that feeling and you've experienced it, you don't want to lose it. Like I said before, even if you only have 15 minutes to just hit the gym, that 15 minutes is going to be well worth it, and you're going to feel like you've accomplished your day. There's so many different ways that you can pre-plan and be successful during the week when you don't have a lot of time to plan each day. You pre-plan it. And now we're going to move on to talk about training. We'll talk about some of the beliefs that I have and how I've been successful. My approach to going to the gym has changed dramatically over the years. You start out really simple, and depending on what your goal is or what you're trying to get ready for, you can increase the intensity. I just think it's important to establish a routine and just make sure you get there when you say you're going to get there. Also, when you're trying to plan at the gym, when you're not really sure what to do, get on to bodybuilding.com and use their search feature. Go on there and type in legs, and you'll have tons and tons of articles with ideas. And then write down 4 or 5 exercises and write little notes on how to do it the proper form, and then take it with you to go to the gym. I work out 5 days a week, but even on my off days, I wouldn't say they were truly off days. I'll go rollerblading or hiking. But actual training in the gym, I do try to hit the gym 5 days a week. However, if I'm getting ready for, say, a cruise or a wedding or even a competition, I'll do 6 days a week. However, my morning cardio it's 7 days a week. It's almost like my coffee in the morning, reading a newspaper. All I need is like 20-30 minutes on the treadmill, and I am pumped for the day. I'm thinking about everything that needs to get done, and I'm ready. So Let's just say a good thing to follow is at least 5 days in the gym, 5 days doing cardio, and give your body 2 off days if needed. About Thursday, my body is really, really tired from training hard. So Thursday's a great off day for me. And then I kind of take a look at my social schedule of what I have going on, whether it's barbecues or work parties, and then I'll plan my second off day around my outside life. I do have a structured schedule that I have, like say legs day, back day, shoulder day, but I definitely just listen to my body, and if I'm not feeling like I have a lot of energy, I'll go ahead and do shoulders. But if I'm feeling super pumped and I know that this would be an awesome leg day, I'm gonna hit legs. Go with what is gonna be best, because what you bring to the gym, the energy level is, and the mindset of what you're gonna do is how well and how effective you are gonna be in the gym. If I'm trying to build muscle, I'm gonna stick to sets that are more 12 to 10 rep range, just the traditional bodybuilding. Right now I'm trying to shed some size and some muscle, so I'm doing a lot of circuit training where I'll do 6 movements in a row, take a 45-second break, and again do 6 movements in a row. So my training is totally tailored to how I'm feeling, what I'm getting ready for, and I switch it up all the time. And I'll even take 2 weeks where all I do is some fun classes or take advantage of the good weather outside and head out hiking or whatever. I always tell girls that are afraid to get big and bulky, look at me, what do you think? And I've never had a girl tell me, whether they're telling me the truth or not, say that I look too big. I'll have my 8 to 10 week cycle of where I'm trying to hit heavy. But the thing to remember is, if you're trying to tone, which all the girls say, I'm trying to tone. But if you have nothing to tone against, how are you gonna tone? You have to have some type of foundational base underneath so that the toning has something to lay against. We're not built with a lot of testosterone, and we are not going to eat enough to ever build that much muscle anyway. So get in there and don't be scared. Plus, the more muscle that you have, you're gonna burn more calories, your metabolism is gonna increase, and you're gonna get the results you want. So muscle is a good thing because it does so many wonderful things for weight loss and great physique. Next, we're going to go and talk about my nutrition. And for my full training program, you can check out the page below. When I first meet somebody and they're wanting to get in shape and look like me or look like somebody else, I tell them 80% of it is nutrition and only 20% is the gym. I hear ladies all the time in the gym saying that they're working out harder than they have ever worked out on the treadmill or whatever doing cardio. But their nutrition, I've seen them in the office because I work with them in my 9 to 5, and their nutrition hasn't changed at all. And I so badly want to tell them, until you get your nutrition in line, nothing's going to change. You really have to get that. I kind of base how many meals I have based on what time I get up. So during the week, I have to wake up about 3:50, 4 a.m. And so I obviously have more meals during the work week. But on the weekends, if I don't wake up till 7, then I'm going to have less meals. But from the moment that you wake up, every 3 hours from there, just grab yourself a perfectly portioned meal. I always say 2 fists, 1 for the protein, 1 for the carb, and that makes your perfect meal. And just make sure you do that every 3 hours. I almost treat eating clean like a savings account. So you're basically saving up money, and you only spend it when it's worthwhile spending. So you won't really catch me eating a cheat meal sitting at my house alone. I'm gonna wait until I have something fun to go and do, and then I have almost like a motivation. Am I gonna cheat on my dinner? Am I gonna cheat on my drinks? Or am I gonna cheat on a dessert? Like, I'm not gonna have all 3, but it's not because I'm trying not to have all 3, it's because really mentally I don't wanna have all 3. So I always order my meals, no oil, no seasonings, and I'll just have them bring out like a side of balsamic vinaigrette or something. And so I might want to cheat on my drinks. So I'm not going to have a dessert because my dessert is going to be my drinks. It's definitely establishing healthy habits. And for those of you that have never started and you're watching this video and you're about to start, I think one of the biggest tips I want to give you is start slow. So if you drink soda and you go out to eat every meal or out to lunch every day, start with that. Just get rid of soda. Just do that for 4 weeks. That's one healthy habit. If you can establish that for a month and you get into a good routine, okay, let's move on to the second thing. Keep it simple, do it slow and steady. Slow and steady always wins the race. So you definitely need to make this a part of your life and just make it a fun lifestyle and realize that this is going to be something that you do until you're no longer here. So we've been talking a lot about nutrition, and it's important to keep it simple, keep it fun, and realize that this is a lifelong journey and not just something that you get to do for 12 weeks and then everything's been voila, corrected. So make sure you check out my nutrition plan below. And now we're going to move on to supplements. sure that we keep our bodies really healthy, fit. So we need to make sure that we give it the extra nutrients and supplements needed to keep us at a normal state, because we're doing so much to our body that we need to make sure that we take a little extra time, and supplements really help that. For you ladies that are worried about getting big and bulky, I wouldn't consider myself big and bulky, and I have tried so many different supplements. I always keep it to the basics. You need your multivitamin, your fish oil, your glutamine, and your protein. A lot of people do not have time to cook fish or chicken for 6 meals a day. Like, really, it's just not gonna happen. So, if you have, say, 2 supplement shakes, you just have them in a small bottle, shake it up, ready to go. And also, if you think about it, fish is like $6.99 a pound, chicken's $2.99 a pound. Normally, protein powder shakes are only 90 cents, so you get a meal for 90 cents. It's effective, and it's time-saving, and it saves money. I think as soon as you can establish a good routine on remembering to take those 4, you'll be good to go and to move on to other things. And obviously, moving on to other things means, what is your goal? What type of training are you doing? Are you building? Are you leaning? Are you getting ready for a marathon? And so once you can get the foundation started, then you can move on to tailor it to your program. To get my full plan on nutrition, training, and supplementation, check out my page below. But if you want to get more information on what I'm doing, my goals, to ask me questions, please feel free to contact me on BodySpace. My BodySpace name is Kathleen Tesori. I'm very active online, and I love helping people get started. And if you want more content on nutrition, workouts, if you have questions, there's so much great content on bodybuilding.com. It's such a great tool. Hope you use it, and I will talk to you all soon.